All right, guys, distorted colors demanded my voice. That means I have to turn my microphone on. How hyped are you guys for the Monster Hunter World Spring Update reveal? I'm pretty excited. We've got just 10 minutes to go. What do you guys think they're going to be showing us? I'm going to guess a trailer. If we're lucky, they'll tell us the price. If we're lucky, they'll tell us when it comes out. And I'm assuming we'll get to hear about Arch-Tempered Nergigante. We don't know if we'll actually get to hear about Nergigante, Arch-Tempered Nergigante. But yeah, I'm just as excited as you are about it. I just don't know what we'll be getting. Gameconomist will eat a ghost pepper if this stream hits 100 likes. I definitely will not. I do like spicy food, but ghost peppers is too much. Everyone's super excited. Demands met. Voices. Yeah, I've been watching the chat, by the way, guys. For those of you who are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I make Monster Hunter guides pretty much every day. I make a few a week, I would say. I do weekly Monster Hunter news. We have a Discord that has LFG channels. If you want to join that Discord, be sure to go to the description of the video and look for the Discord link. I'm told it's one of the most active Discords for finding an LFG group, for finding like the Extreme Behemoth, Arch-Tempered Kovtaroth, any of the Arch-Tempered monsters, really. And I do daily live streams as well. So here we are live streaming, and we'll be live streaming again tomorrow. Actually, I'm also interested in playing Monster Hunter Ultimate, or Generations Ultimate, and I'll be playing that based on what we find out in the trailer today. So if there's a long duration before Iceborne comes out, I'll probably hit up Generations Ultimate. If it's kind of a shorter wait, I'll probably, I don't know. I guess I'll probably just practice my skills at Monster Hunter, the regular base game. Let's see what everyone's saying. 1,000 viewers, that's right. Actually, we have a pretty big audience. It's kind of exciting. September 6th, 2019, Iceborne release. It sounds like some people already seem to know what it is. I'm going to guess there was either some kind of leak or a trailer was already shown. But yeah, September 6th, huh? We'll have to see if that's backed up by the reveal here. We got people spamming. Maybe I should change the rules so that there's not too much spam. You got time till September 6th. So a lot of people seem to be repeating the same thing. It sounds like I'm going to have time to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. New trailer. Okay, cool. So it sounds like we're probably going to be getting a new trailer. Iceborne release date already announced. Okay, so interesting. September, huh? How far is that from now? Let's see how far that is. I'm going to open my little schedule on my computer. So we're in May. June is 1. July is 2. August is 3. September is 4. 4 months from now, huh? Wow. That is a pretty long time, I'd say. All right, how do I get out of that? There we go. Cybera, Gameconomist. PlayStation 4 Iceborne trailer was already released. Oh, interesting. Well, it sounds like we're going to watch it again in 6 minutes then. Someone do a donation. No, you don't have to do a donation. I'm not. All I'm doing here is streaming. Capcom's live stream. You guys don't have to donate. Very generous of you to say that, though. Adventures Bookworm X Monster Hunter collaboration event coming soon. Adventures Bookworm. I finally beat Arch-Tempered Zenigeva last night thanks to your builds. I'm glad to hear that, John Barrios. So that's what I regularly do with my channel is I make counter builds for fighting some of the most difficult monsters. And when I do live stream, very often we're fighting some of the most difficult monsters. Whiteblood says, Gameconomist, what if they buff auto shooting in the or morph dual blade? I don't think you finished writing that entirely. Morph dual blade, huh? Well, I'd be really interested to see a new weapon type, but nobody seems to be mentioning a new weapon type. Paula asks, do I have a girlfriend? I'm actually married, believe it or not. Jonathan Brinkley, Tom Marks just said it was being released September 9th. Okay, sounds good. On PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound like PC. I hope they say something about that soon. Check Monster Hunter World's Twitter for the release date. Okay, we'll do that, but we're at 4 minutes, so we'll be watching the trailer instead. Morph Dual Blades, huh? Godzilla crossover, that's possible. I don't know if they would do that, though. Godzilla, I think all the crossovers we've seen have been with other game titles, right? So I don't know if we'd see a... Have they? Yeah, they have. They've all been game title crossovers. So I doubt we would see a Godzilla crossover. A Monster Hunter World and Bloodborne, that would be interesting. Monster Hunter World and Dark Souls as well. Gameconomist, I need some elemental builds for light bowgun. Well, you're in luck. I do have lots and lots of builds with the light bowguns, but they're spread all over my channel. You kind of have to go find them. They said PC will release during winter. No! Did they really? Oh, that's so disappointing. The PC just caught up to the consoles. I thought they were probably doing that so that we could have them Iceborne all together. Will Tactics, your meal video helped me. Here's $2. Thanks, Will. Hey, you know what? I'll use that to go buy myself some Taco Bell afterwards. How does that sound? What's that, like one taco? Shelton says, would you ever play PlayStation 4? This is something a lot of players ask me. So I've been an Xbox fan for a long time, which is why I'm on Xbox today. I did just buy the PC not too long ago, a few months ago, in order to play with players on the PC as well. And now I have a whole bunch of people also asking me to play on the PlayStation 4. Here's the deal. I would probably buy a PlayStation 5 because I know that they're already talking about PlayStation 5. I don't know if I would buy a PlayStation 4 when I already have an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch, and a PC. I've considered creating maybe like a P.O. Box account with the post office and then saying, if you want to send me your used PlayStation 4, maybe I'll consider picking the game up for PlayStation 4, but I'd have to start all over again, and I'd have to buy a PlayStation Online, whatever. I know they have their online service that you have to pay for, so I'd be paying for Xbox and PlayStation, and I might have to repurchase the title. The title might be like $60. I could probably find it somewhere for 40, maybe even 30. But yeah, so I don't really see myself playing on PlayStation 4 right now. Maybe PlayStation 5, though, really. I'll really consider PlayStation 5 when the new consoles come out. Maybe I'll just get right away a new PlayStation and a new Xbox, and then I'll have all three of the platforms. Xbox players are bots. Are we having a console war in here? Do you have an idea about DLC price? I do not. 100 PS4s. We will help you grind, GameCon. You probably would. I imagine a lot of players would. Actually, what would help me consider PlayStation 4 would also be if you could tell me, is there a way to like import a character? That's a big deal. That's actually one of the reasons why I went ahead and got the PC. It's because I knew that the PC mods would allow me to essentially import my character. As you guys know, I've been playing Monster Hunter for a long time, Monster Hunter World, and I'm at about 2,600 hours. I don't know how badly I want to grind the game over again with that many hours already in the game when it comes to my Xbox. And now my PC already has I believe it has over 100 hours at this point. PC gets it in the winter. Oh no, people are saying that multiple times. It's making me sad. Gameconomist, did you say Grandma Brownie's chocolate chunker wunker bunkers? Now with even bigger chunks of chocolate chunks? No, I didn't say that. PlayStation are virgin 7-year-olds. Oh, last minute, guys. We have a minute left, and they are going. Oh, well, if you're watching the stream, actually, it's a minute and a half. I need to realize there's a bit of a lag. No, actually, it should come in as a minute. By the time you hear this, it should be at 48 seconds. Right. PC Master Race, O&W asks. I do like the PC version. I do. But the problem is they're releasing it later, so is it the Master Race if it has to wait until winter? Iceborne in the winter. Now that makes sense. I completely forgot about the live stream. I'm actually excited. Awesome. Glad you're here, Bud Lust. PC late. Gameconomist, did you say Oregon Squad is the best squad and everyone should join it? No. Baiting me into saying things. You should play BDO. What the heck? Oh, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3. So I'm going to be kind of quiet. Because I don't want to interrupt the stream. You guys ready? All right. This looks like the beginning of the old trailer. The previous Iceborne trailer. Monster Hunter World 2. Oh, I mean Iceborne. Spring update. Awesome. Actually, let's get a little more comfortable. Move my TV over a little bit. Oops. Ryozo Sugimoto. Yep, so people in the stream were telling the truth. It's coming out September 6th. Hopefully we see more than what they showed, I guess, on PlayStation. Audio. Oh, hold on. You guys are saying there's no sound. Why would there be no sound? On mine it says that there is sound. I tested this earlier and they said that the sound was working. Oh no. Hold on. Is it this? No, it's not this. Read chat audio. Oh dear. I couldn't tell you why there's no sound. I tested it earlier with somebody helped me test the stream earlier, and it was making sound, so I wouldn't be able to tell you why. Let me try.
Unidentified tracks are cropping up all over the new world.
It's having an incredible effect on other life in the new world.
These spikes, are they from...
Uh-oh.
What is that?
Everyone thought it was just a mere myth. But there it is. Volcano.
Definitely an Elder Dragon. Oh. Was that a revive? It looked like a revive. Awesome. They describe it a massive, expansive DLC.
That's the latest promotional trailer for Iceborne. I'm sure everyone has lots of questions, so let's go through all the new information bit by bit. I'll be guiding you through this together with Fujioka and Ichihara. We're ready. Let's look at the basics first. Monster Hunter World Iceborne is a massive expansion DLC for Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World 2.
If you already own Monster Hunter World, you only have to purchase the expansion DLC to upgrade the main game. If you want to play Monster Hunter World Iceborne, you'll need to own the main game.
I see.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne features a completely new story. This story takes place after the ending of the main game of Monster Hunter World, but you'll have to see for yourself what it's all about. We've also got a new rank called Master Rank. Monster Hunter World had low and high ranks, and Master Rank is one step above high rank. It's like the G rank from previous games. Now let's get into the really juicy details of the game. I'll let Fujioka and Ichihara take things from here to give us the details on the game. Thank you. We'll start by introducing the main new hunting locale in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Fujioka, please guide us through this new locale.
This new locale is a snowy polar stage, which is something a lot of fans actually asked for. It's called the Hoarfrost Reach. We prepared some footage of it so you can see what it looks
Hoarfrost.
like in real time. The
Ooh.
biggest characteristics of this area are obviously the snow, as well as the extreme cold. Visually, it's very different from the areas in the main game, and things such as snow effects and other visual elements of the stage have had a lot of particular care put into them. So we hope you pay attention to all the details.
I like how the player actually leaves a trail behind them.
Exactly. That's something we've never
Tighten the
really been
spirit.
able to do before, so we made a point of making it look
Making
as
fun of the
good
dub.
as we can. If you're familiar with Monster Hunter, you'll know that cold areas will make your stamina gauge decrease quicker, which is obviously not ideal. But you can gather a special plant.
Oh my
like
gosh.
this.
It's the new cool drink.
That's a hot pepper, which you can use to create hot drinks. These drinks will stave off effects from the cold. Monster Hunter veterans will be familiar with this. So let's look at the starting area for a bit. It's fairly forest-like, with lots of trees. It has some familiar creatures, like Popo, and it's like meeting an old friend again. In previous titles, they were always getting attacked by various other monsters. Popo, that is. So you'll see herds of them here as well as various endemic life. In an actual polar region, you may not expect to find this many kinds of wildlife, but we've created many rich, unique creatures for this area. For instance, there's stonebills, a type of bird, and these little bugs that make snowballs.
Distorted colors
Kind of
making
like
fun of me
dung
because I don't
beetles.
like to explore.
They're called rime beetles, and they
That was so mean. He just kicked that beetle.
You see us kicking it here. And these rolled up snowballs contain crystal burst, and you can use this crystal burst as slinger ammo. Of course, this locale has its own wing drakes too, called Cortos. If you're familiar with Monster Hunter World, you'll know that you can use them to move from area to area. So, we hope players can continue to use them to make it easier to get around in these big locales.
Oh, that looks nice and warm.
Yeah. We figured that in
This
a
dub.
cold area like this, you'll want to be able to warm yourself up somehow. So, we added these natural hot springs. Hot springs have the same effect as hot drinks, in that they contain components that fight off the cold, so they're good for preventing cold-related ailments.
His
And
clothes
in
are
these
soaking
hot
wet
springs,
now.
You're going to find monkeys.
I think they'll be popular with the fans.
So you can enjoy a relaxing time with the local endemic life. So, this new locale, the Hoarfrost Reach, is a newly discovered region. So, you're going to have to explore it. And you'll open up new parts of the map as the story of Iceborne progresses. In the beginning, there will be some areas you can't reach. But once you get to the midpoint of the story, it'll open up. And in the end, it'll be the largest region in Monster Hunter World so far. So, there'll be plenty to explore and play around with.
Wow, that looks really cool. All right, monster list, please.
Next up, let's take a look at the new monsters that will be appearing in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. What shall we start off with?
First, let's look at one brand new monster appearing in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Let's talk about Bombaro.
Oh my gosh.
Bombaro makes his debut in Monster Hunter World Iceborne in the early parts of the game, and is a new brute wyvern.
That's right. He's an early game monster, so his attacks are fairly straightforward. But he likes to pick fights with other monsters as well, which should lead to some interesting situations. We've prepared some footage of him, so as we watch him in action, I'd like to go into some more detail.
Sure. As you can probably tell from the footage, his defining characteristics are the huge horns on his head. He'll use them to charge at your hunter, so most of his attacks are on a straight line.
That's right. But he'll pick up whatever's in his path. So, depending on where you're fighting, he may hurl boulders at you in rocky areas.
Oh,
Or if
nice.
you're in a foresty area, he may pick up entire trees while charging at you.
I see, so if he picks up a tree, that'll increase the width of his attacks, so he's going to be harder to dodge and pose more of a threat.
Yes. So even if he uses the same charge attack, the reach of his attacks will differ depending on what he picks up along the way. So, you're going to have to pay attention to your surroundings while fighting him.
You know, I'm also curious about the ecology of this new monster. What can you tell us about its habits?
Well, this monster mostly eats plants, so it's not really carnivorous or anything. And it usually lives a fairly peaceful life. Sometimes it'll drink from hot springs like the one we showed you before.
That's a thick
So
boy
it'll
right there.
calmly roam
Damn.
around for a drink, and you can also see it do things like sunbathing. Just like with other monsters in the main game, we've gone to some trouble to create all kinds of behavior other than attacks. So
Yeah, but you know
hope
we
keep
just
an
wanna
eye out
attack
and
it.
Enjoy those details too. Let's have a look at another new monster. This one's called Beotodus.
Oh, it's like
Gyrototus
Gyrototus.
is really the first large monster you'll get to fight in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, once you arrive in the Hoarfrost Reach.
You'll start out in an area with fairly deep snow, and this monster likes to bury deep into the snow, hiding and waiting for a chance to corner its prey. That's the kind of monster we wanted to have, so we really wanted to recreate a deep snow effect for this game. This monster will move around with half of its body buried in the snow, like the players themselves.
It'll attack you while submerged in the snow. So you'll have to figure out how to get this monster out of the snow
Oh my god.
in order to really master this hunt.
That's right.
Hopefully not
As we
screamer
explained
pods.
Just a bit ago, Bombaro also appears early on in this game. Their ecological territories are very
Is Barrett than
similar,
Gyrototus?
so their turfs overlap.
It's just Barrett than Gyrototus again.
Which means you'll be seeing them fight a lot. So I think players are really going to enjoy encountering this on their own.
Same monsters, different
So you
skin.
meet these monsters soon after starting Master Rank?
Right. Beototus, for instance, is a carnivore. So the Popo you saw before is one of the prey it'll go after. Of course, we've made sure to properly show predatory scenes like that in the game as well. So we hope you'll look out for things like that and enjoy it.
Get your binoculars, guys.
Next, we'd like to talk about a very popular monster from the series.
Ooh.
For Monster Hunter World Iceborne, we also wanted to bring back some fan favorites.
Get hyped.
Including one that made its first appearance in Freedom Unite.
That means nothing to me. I didn't play Freedom Unite.
So, I'd like to take a look
Ah,
at that
Nergigante.
monster now. Nergigante.
Hell yeah. What the frick?
Nergigante will appear around the halfway point of the story, and it's got its own proper position within this world. As usual, he's no pushover, so look forward to a challenging hunt.
Right. Nergigante's defining characteristics are its swift attacks and its sort of wily, shrewd way of fighting. And of course, all those characteristics remain intact here. But, of course, it'll also have some new tricks up its sleeve for Monster Hunter World.
Thanks,
So,
Captain
look forward to
Gangplank.
that.
Yeah, we've made sure to bring back all of the moves you know and love.
But, since this is Monster Hunter World, we've also given it a more world-like flavor. So I'm sure everyone will enjoy how it's changed for this time.
I see. And because Nergigante is now part of this new world, that means it'll be getting involved in turf wars as well.
Exactly. That's actually one of the points in Monster Hunter
Oh,
World
snap.
that we've put a particular focus on.
Jesus.
And we've made sure there are plenty of new turf wars here. You can actually see a little bit right there in the video. Nergigante will fight with Rathalos, for example.
They are showing the Gunlance a lot, aren't they? They're showing a lot of
You'll get to see
Gunlance.
it up close. It's a very in-your-face fight. So that's something we hope you look forward to.
Next up, we have one final monster we're going to show you today.
Ooh.
This is the new flagship monster for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Now let's take a closer look.
Is it the one from the trailer?
Every time we release a new game in the Monster Hunter series, we always have a new flagship monster, just for that title. And since this is an expansion for Monster Hunter World, and Monster Hunter World is all about investigating and searching out elder dragons, the main monster in Iceborne is a new type of elder dragon. This new monster is defined by its use of ice attacks, and is named Velkana. And since it's an elder dragon, it doesn't just use straightforward ice attacks, but there's a bit of a twist to its behavior.
What a
To show
twist.
that you're fighting this mysterious, ancient creature. So we're sure players will find it interesting.
What a tease.
We're keeping this to a very basic introduction today, but we'll be telling you more about this monster in the future, so please stay tuned.
All right, this is the good stuff right here, guys.
Next, Ichihara will tell us a bit about the new
I saw this. I saw this in the
action
trailer
style
when we were
for
watching.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
In Monster Hunter World Iceborne, we've expanded the Hunter's moveset quite a bit, so I wanted to give
All right.
everyone a peek into what we have in store. First off, Monster Hunter World introduced the Slinger, which, for most weapons, could only be used while your weapon is sheathed. But in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, you'll be able to use your Slinger with your weapon drawn. for
Heck
all
yeah.
weapon types.
That is so necessary. They should have done that from the start.
You'll be able to ready your slinger and use a variety of items with your weapon drawn.
Perfect.
So, this will significantly increase the strategies available to you.
You can now fire flash pods
Look at
with
that
your
weapon.
drawn, for instance. We've also added a new feature to the slinger called the clutch claw.
This is where they're grabbing, right?
This allows you to fire a claw while readying the slinger, which lets you grapple onto monsters.
Huh.
Controlling monsters in a variety of ways was a central theme of Monster Hunter World, around which we designed a lot of hunter actions. The clutch claw is basically an extension of that, in
Captain
that it allows
Gangplank.
you to control monsters directly.
Buff Sword and Shield. I'm sure they did buff it. Yeah, I'm sure they buffed
When
Sword
you're
and
clinging
Shield.
onto a monster, there are several actions available to you. What we're showing here now is called a flinch shot, which lets you unload all of your slinger ammo at once. While
Oh,
throwing it
that's
into the monster's
perfect.
head in order to send it barreling in the direction it's facing.
Yeah, you can use this to send monsters towards traps, slam them into walls, or otherwise create opportunities for attack.
Is it one-time use, though? I don't understand.
We've added new combos and new elements for all weapon types. For instance, with the Great Sword, you can now fire more powerful slinger shots during combos. This is called a power shot, and though it has shorter range, it's also much more powerful.
Did you guys see that? You guys recognize
allowing
what
you to
that
make
was? That was the
monsters
Screamer
flinch more
Pod.
easily.
So it's the
So in
Screamer
the case of
Pods.
the Great Sword, you can mix this into your combo, making it easier to land a charged attack.
By making the monster flinch before your charged attack, you can then land the attack just by comboing the actions.
As
That's cool.
another example, using the dual blades, you can fire more powerful shots
Wow.
while evading. And the dual blades even allow you to do other actions, like using the clutch claw
Oh, that's
directly
cool.
in its new combos.
Right. You can go from attacking to clinging onto the monster's body within the same combo.
Oh, that's neat.
We've added new features to the light bowgun as well,
Heck yeah.
and there are some new custom mods too.
Love the
The
light
mod we're showing
bowgun.
today lets you reload ammo while evading. This
What?
custom mod is designed for reloading.
That's such a good
If you
idea.
perform 2 evading actions in a row, the second move will be a slide. And this mod lets you reload while doing this sliding evade.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Light bowguns really needed something to be different from heavy bowguns.
There's this move where you kind of turn the bowgun around a bit, and basically it allows you to reload one round of ammo.
Wow.
That's right. And if you equip multiple
Such a good
mods,
idea.
you'll be able to reload more rounds in one turn. We've only touched on a few of the weapons here, but we'll have another video on all of the other new weapon features at a later date, so please look forward to that.
So today we looked a bit at the new
They're giving me the
locales,
blue balls
some new
here.
monsters, and some new actions. But of course, we'll share more as we approach release, so please stay tuned for more
Oh
updates.
no.
Now, leading up to the worldwide release on September 6, 2019, let's have a look at the product lineup for the home console versions of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. First of all, if you already own the physical version or the digital version of Monster Hunter World, and you only want to buy the massive expansion DLC Monster Hunter World Iceborne, you only have to buy the digital version of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. We've also prepared a pack called
Oh,
Monster
sweet.
Hunter
Look at that.
World Iceborne Digital Deluxe.
Oh my
That contains
god.
both the expansion DLC and a collection of stickers, gestures, and layered
Oh
armor.
my god.
The DLC collection of stickers, gestures, and layered armor will also be made available as a separate package
Sold.
called the Monster Hunter World Iceborne Deluxe Kit.
Holy.
If you're
Cow,
someone
that
who's
looked
been
good.
waiting for Iceborne before getting into Monster Hunter World, we have the Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition for you. This contains both the main game of Monster Hunter World and the Iceborne Massive Expansion DLC.
Massive guys. Massive
This
expansion.
edition will be available as a physical version. As a pre-order bonus, we've also prepared the fan favorite Yukumo series of equipment,
Ooh.
which will be available as a layered armor set. This layered armor is only available if you pre-order the game. The Steam version of Monster Hunter World was released half a year after the console.
Oh, the music got louder.
But for the Steam version of Iceborne, we're planning a winter release. We're working hard on it, so stay tuned. Pre-orders for Monster Hunter World Iceborne will start becoming available from today. Don't miss out. Now, Tokuda will take over from here and share the latest information on what's coming up in Monster Hunter World.
Thank you. The main monster of Monster Hunter World, Nergigante, will finally appear in its arc-tempered form.
About time.
This quest will be available for limited
Holy
time
shit.
only, starting on Saturday,
That's
May
in 2
7th,
days, guys.
2019.
Now that we know when the main monster of Monster Hunter
What?
World, Nergigante, will finally appear in its arc-tempered form, let's have Tokuda tell us a little bit about what to expect from this monster.
Arc-tempered Nergigante will have some new swift attacks that may subtly follow its normal patterns. We've also given it some new movement routes and also prepared some rather unique tricks here and there. As a result, we hope you think back to the beta test or the main game of Monster Hunter World and relive the thrill of facing off against Nergigante for the first time, as we've prepared a very challenging monster for you. Using its materials, you'll be able to craft their Nergigante Gamma Armor, which is a very powerful armor set. So we hope you enjoy this new content together with the second Spring Blossom Fest.
Damn.
We are also pleased to announce the release of the Nergigante Dynamic theme for PlayStation 4. Nergigante is one of the more aggressive, rampaging monsters, so you may not have had a chance to get a good, quiet look at it, but his theme allows you to appreciate its design. The system icons are also a bit special, in that they look like Nergigante tore into them.
Their music is too loud, man. They need to turn their music down.
Theme stars at our backs as background music. So we think this is something really special that everyone needs to check out.
This theme will be available for purchase today. This is all the news we have to share from Monster Hunter World. Now to the many, many people out there who have played and enjoyed Monster Hunter World, our director Tokuda would like to give you a very special message.
Since the release of Monster Hunter World, the number of people who played our game has greatly exceeded our expectations, and we are very grateful for that. We've brought you updates, many of them free, and some of which were made while development on Iceborne was already underway. So we've had some challenges now and again, but sharing in the joy of playing the game with people around the world has been our inspiration and has helped us overcome those challenges. There were things we couldn't quite pull off, or things we wanted to do more of, but we've passed on everything we learned to the Iceborne team, and we'll use our experiences to improve how we make our games.
It was nice of them to talk about that.
Continued support.
Yeah, that was appropriate. I
To close
liked
out
that.
our program, we hope you continue to enjoy Monster Hunter World.
All right.
Once again, the home console versions of Monster Hunter World Iceborne will be released worldwide on September 6, 2019. We'll have new information for you at E3 in June, and we'll keep on bringing you updates after that as well, so stay tuned. We leave you with the usual final words.
Happy!
Alrighty.
Hey, do you hear that?
This trailer again.
No, that's not it. Is that singing?
Oh, here we go. So this is the trailer once again.
unidentified tracks are cropping up all over the New World.
Oh.
It's having an incredible effect on other life in the New World.
These spikes, are they from...
This is when the handler dies right here. No, I'm just kidding.
What is that?
Everyone thought it was just a mere myth. But there it is. Velcana.
Velcana. That's a great ending to the trailer right there. I like that a lot. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down on that real fast. We can talk really fast about the highlights of the stream very easily because the stream didn't actually show us that much. What do we actually know? We saw 3 monsters, Nergigante, which we already knew about, 2 new monsters, which are basically better Barrett and better Gyrototus. We know that we're getting new movesets for the weapons. They showed off, oh man, they're showing the knights on the screen again. Oh, you know I'm going to get that, right? Holy cow, that looks good. But again, so yes, new movesets for the weapons. I thought that the reload mechanic for the light bowgun is super appropriate because right now, light bowguns, they have a few ammo types that do better than the heavy bowguns, but you can tell it's kind of like just a worse heavy bowgun in many regards, not in all regards. So giving the light bowguns more of a distinctive moveset is important. They also showed off the gun lance a lot, and I think that's because they want to tell us that the gun lance is a lot better now. That's my suspicion. So they told us they'll be talking about the rest of the weapons later, and I assume we're going to hear about more monsters later as well, because he did say that the new Barrett and the new Gyrototus, I can't even remember their names, he said that those are the starter monsters, right? And that makes sense. All right, so he talked about all that. Then they talked about the release date, September. They talked about the deluxe version has that night set. People who don't have the base game can buy the... What's this? You can already pre-order Iceborne. It's $40. All right, so Captain Gangplank says it's $40 for Iceborne. I'm probably going to get that deluxe version. And then there's the pre-order bonus. That's the layered armor set from an older game. And I think that's everything, right? They did mention, they apologized because they were having trouble getting us content while they were working on Iceborne. I suspect they're talking about a Roshi Kirin. I suspect we were supposed to have a Roshi Kirin and they failed to get him out for some reason, or it could have been a Latreon, because we knew already that there was a big leak list. Back when the base game came out, there was a leak list, and the leak list, basically, everything it predicted came true except for a Latreon and a Roshi Kirin. So I'm guessing that was what he was referencing, and I'm assuming it's going to show up in Monster Hunter World. And then he announced finally that we are getting Arch-Tempered Nergigante in 2 days. In 2 days, guys, Arch-Tempered Nergigante. He made it sound like the fight's going to be lots of fun. He didn't suggest that we were going to get any really special rewards that we didn't already know about. Unfortunately, the Nergigante Gamma armor has already been leaked. So, not a whole lot of information, to tell you the truth. A lot of hype, but not a whole lot of information. Also, we learned that the PC is going to be behind the consoles. That part made me really sad. I guess it's just too difficult for them. I don't know. Maybe every time they make it, they have to port it over to the PC, but it's the way it is. It's just the way it is. All right, so that's my recap of the entire thing. I'm probably going to make a video on this now. I appreciate you guys being in the stream with me. That was a lot of fun. This is the first time I did it. I kind of went into a panic there when it started and the volume wasn't working. I was... I didn't know what to do because I couldn't just restart the stream. It wasn't a casual stream. This is very timely. You had to get it on time. But we got it fixed. And I appreciate you guys being here with me. And next time they talk about Iceborne, I'll be doing a stream just like this as well. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.